From San Francisco, California comes MC and performing artist BLICX. Fresh off the release of his new video Mona Lisa, part of the rollout for his upcoming album Miss Jeffrey's Son, he continues to build momentum with a relentless bar-driven approach that's made him a standout artist in the Bay Area. In addition to his upcoming album, BLICX is known for a deep catalog that includes projects such as Gentlemen Wear Masks 2, Contraband, The BLICX Show, and The Art of Bars. In addition to his catalog, he maintains a strong digital presence, staying highly active on YouTube with a steady stream of visuals, including standout releases like Throne of Thorns with Lord Mob artist Stars Coleman. Tune in to learn about his journey in music, the making of his new album, Miss Jeffrey's Son, and what he's got coming next on the Cristopolis Show number 274. From San Francisco, California, comes MC and performing artist BLICX. He just dropped a new video last night called Mona Lisa. It's a ramp up to his new album, Miss Jeffrey's Son. We're gonna bring him in, talk to him about his new video, his upcoming album, and what he's got coming next. Let's bring him in.
Yo, what up?
Peace, my brother. What an honor to have you on.
It's an honor to be here, man. What's going down?
I'm good. Thank you so much, my bro. Yo, so you just dropped the video like less than 24 hours ago. This joint is like brand new, bubbling on the internet right now. Talk to us about Mona Lisa.
That I just chose, it was speaking to me, so I chose that one for a single. But I shot that video about 2 weekends ago. Got it together. My man Star Coleman, he put it together for me on short notice. My son shot it. Laidback Jay, shout out to him. Shout out to Stars Coleman, and it just went like that, man. It was cinematic.
That's dope. That's dope. Where's it shot at? Because you're from San Francisco, but you're in LA a lot. You move around everywhere. Talk to us about where the video was shot.
The video was shot right here at home, man. I live in San, so I just went where I was trying to show where it's good sides to my city, dirty sides, it's places to go. So I chose to go to that smash room. That's something I never did. That was dope. It had no damn ventilation in there. Almost died doing the shit. But yeah, nah, it was dope. I chose one of my spots, just a local. I sat up in there and shot a spot and shot a scene in there. So I went over there by the bridge. I had to get the bridge in there and do some bridge work in there. I just went around the city, man, to try to get as much as I could in there without trying to do too much, but enough at the same time.
I've heard about these smash rooms, and I was wondering if you were in one of them because you got the hold on sledgehammer, and like you're like destroying things in it.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of tools on it. So they had bats and all that.
Can you hear me clearly?
My cut that off. Yeah. Yo, I can't. Yo, what?
Can you hear me?
Yo, I can hear you lightweight, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. You're clear now, but it was cutting in and out.
Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah. All right, yo. I can hear you now.
Good. So you're talking about the smash room, and they had a bunch of different tools in there, and you went with the full on sledgehammer, and that's what you caught in the video.
Yeah, the sledgehammer and the axe with the sledgehammer butt on the back. So I grabbed them too. But they had a whole bunch of other things, man. That shit was dope in there.
That's dope. That's dope. And then, you mentioned that, your son shot it, but then you sent it off to Stars Coleman, who's made an
Yeah,
incredible name for himself in LA. But, he's been doing videos for a long time, but he's like, his stock has gone up like crazy. And you've got a track with him, right? Thorns on the
yeah.
Throne, which is a banger.
Yeah, I actually got two tracks with him. Before he was everybody knew who he was, man.
Right
I tapped in with
before he
him and
was famous, right?
I was like, yo, he's dope. Yeah, man. I was like, yo, you dope. Let's do something. He was like, yo, send it. Sent it back. We shot it back. It was magic. Unfortunately, the record didn't go too far, but we got together again. I made that beat on Thrones on yeah, I made that beat on the Thrones song. Yeah. I actually made that. So yeah, it came back around full circle, man.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that because I just your voice is really dope. the way you approach the beat. You have a long discography that goes way beyond what people find on Spotify. You know, if you really start
Right,
digging, you know what I'm saying?
right.
There's the BLICX Show, and there's so many.
Yeah.
There's the all the mixtapes, and right. So there's a deep discography there. But I didn't realize that you were doing production also. Is that like, do you make a lot of beats, or like you just make bangers, right? Because
It's
that guy's
off
a
and
banger.
on. It's off and on how I feel, and then people pick up and be like, "Yo, I need a beat pack," and I might make something for them. It might fall through, but it's off and on. But people have told me that I'm nice with the beat, so and
Yeah,
I've been doing it off and on just about as long as I've been rapping. I've been rapping since '97, but I've been like clickable online since 2006, so about 20 years, man.
that's deep.
Yeah,
That's
so
deep.
even before I was BLICX, I was Stack Paper. So I got about 15 projects under that name. I was doing work, bro.
Yeah,
Doing work.
yeah. That's really interesting. So there's the stack paper era and the BLICX era,
Right?
right? Was there a change in like life, the subject matter,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
talk to us about that evolution as an artist.
The store, that name came about by my man's YD, you know what I'm saying? We had a group called Smash Bros, and that's who I was dropping my music with back in 2006 when I first started. And he gave me that name, Stack Paper. So it was a rap name, but then I was in the streets and all that still. So it became my outside name, and then it became unmarketable. So I had to find something else that, what I mean, that I can work with.
Yeah.
And it took me about 2 years to find another name, but I sat down, I buckled down, and really thought about it, and BLICX just came along, and I was like, yo, that's dope. I had nothing to do with nothing. Everybody thought it was guns, and I'm like, nah, I didn't want it to be about guns in the first place. So I was like, yo, I got to find out what BLICX is about. And I'm always spelling it with the capitals. It's not capital B and the rest of the letters is lowercase. It's just like acronyms. So I came up with Black Lessons Integrated Concrete Experience. So I took off the E, like the Locks. The Locks is one of my favorite groups. So
Yeah.
they use experience with the X in their name. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Yeah.
LOX. You know what I'm saying? So I used that, man. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I came up with.
Yeah, and you know what it looked like to me, especially being downtown LA, it looks like a graffiti name. BLICX looks like it needs to be a burner on a wall. You
I'm
know?
branding it, man. BLICX was here. You seeing it? I'm
Yeah.
branding it right
Yeah, I
now,
see the
man.
BLICX was here
Y'all,
swag.
yeah, man, you could go into my bio right now. Click the link. It's the BLICX Was Here store. Get you some merch. I got Miss Jeffrey's son merch on there. I got some Born Felon stuff on there. I'm gonna probably once I talk to Sidney Portier, shout out to Sidney Portier, Dirty Bakers, the family, Shaq Fu, all that, man. I'm gonna get some Portier music group stuff going. So yeah, man, we doing it, bro.
Grinding. Yeah, grinding. Shout out to Sidney Portier, Portier Music. You know, there's so many different aspects of your career that you just mentioned. There's Born Felon, right? We want to make sure that we capture the label. There's
Yeah,
Blitz was here and all the merch. You know, is the Blitz was here like like a merchandise idea, or is there a
yeah,
song? You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Is there
Yeah,
talk to us about
yeah.
that? Because you could go buy the shirts right now.
Yeah, you can go buy the shirts right now. So it's like basically it's like I've been going everywhere. So I'm on tour basically right now. So I got stickers actually. So next time I go out, I might have a sticker. Boom, everywhere I go, BLICX was here. Bam, I got the stickers. So y'all can go online and purchase the stickers too. It's right in the store at the bottom. Beanies, all that stuff, man. Y'all go check it.
That's dope. That's dope. And you know, you mentioned Miss Jeffrey's son. So the Mona Lisa, right, is a
Mhm.
video that just dropped last night, but it's ramping up to a release, a new album release that is coming, you know, in 2 weeks. And we're in May right now. So today's May 1st. May 15th, I think, is the release date. Talk to us about Miss Jeffrey's son.
That is a dedication to my mother. She passed away, what I'm saying, unfortunately, 2 years ago, man. And then, I had a foster mommy. She passed away about 8 years ago. So I just merged it in there. I used the most close, heartful thing that happened to me. So I use her name for her last name and everything. You know what I'm saying? I got a little brother, you know what I mean? That's by my mom and all that. So, it's touchy, you know what I mean? So I dedicated this album to I did what I did. Everybody that got on this album, they were straight shooters. And I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Shout out to YD, shout out to Motto, you know, shout out to City Portier, shout out to, who else jumped on this thing? HT, Human Torch, you know what I mean? The productions, Maestro, Dirty Bakers, Memory Recollection, myself. You know what I'm saying? It was a great body of work, bro. Great body
Yeah,
of
yeah.
work. Here till May 15th. It's gonna be dope. It's on vinyl. It's dropping on vinyl. Y'all can go get the single right now, the maxi single. Y'all can go in my bio and check it out too. You know what I mean? It's there.
Yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing it. What a beautiful uh, gesture as an artist to dedicate that to your mom. And I'm sorry she passed, and that's beautiful. The
Appreciate that.
concept, yeah, bro, the concept of the album and dedicating it to your mom. Did you start from that place and then develop the album, or as the album, came together? And the songs started coming together, and you're like, I'm gonna dedicate this to mom.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had a that was dope, but it wasn't for what I was working on. And Sydney was like, "Cut the shit. You need to find something better than that." And we just talked for like an hour or two, and that's what came up. He's like, "Yo, what's something that's touchful right now to you?" And I'm like, "Yo, my mom just passed." He's like, "Use
Yeah,
that." And we toggle with titles and all that, and Miss Jeffrey's son came up. So yeah,
beautiful. Because the cover, it's an image of you, but it's an image made of images,
yeah. The images
right?
is my mother. Different images of my mom. Yeah,
So
yeah. So if you
the
scroll,
image is your
yeah. So if you scroll in, it's my mom's, man. Yeah, you know what I mean?
wow. And it's all little
Yeah,
images.
yeah. All those images is my mom, man. It made up my face. So yeah, it took me like 3 days to make that cover. I made that cover myself, but yeah, that
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
So that's really
That's
interesting because I was familiar with your body of work as an MC, but I didn't realize that
Mhm.
you were a producer and also graphic designer. Like you're like
Mhm.
actually like you're designing your own album covers, you're producing beats for yourself, and you're on the pen. That's so savage.
Everything started from starving artists. I didn't have the money to do it, so you know what? I'm gonna figure it out myself. Pro Tools, uh, beats, wherever it was beats. My man HT, he showed me how to use his 84 key big ass keyboard. He used to be able to, make beats on. He's carrying every day. I'm like, you were tripping, and he's like, no, I'm not. And it paid off. He showed me how to do it, and then you know what I'm saying. You hit the beats, and I'm making the day. So it's things like that.
Yeah,
Down onto my foster mom, taking me in, and her son being the DJ for all the parties in the city. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hauling this big ass turntables and all the techniques around and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm old school. I don't look old school, but I'm old school, man.
yeah. You look mad young, bro. You look mad young,
I'm an '85 kid, man. I just take care of myself.
you know, there's genius in that. But yeah, man, now that back in the day, man, before Seratos, people used to have to carry the crates and the
All that.
turntables and all that.
All that. They don't know
Yeah,
nothing about that. They don't know nothing about
yeah,
stuffing the
yeah.
tissue and the tapes. I did all that. I was selling
Yo,
CDs. I got caught in the crossfire with the cross between selling stuff out the trunk and all this digital shit, man. That shit was crazy. I still don't like it, but it's whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm still vinyl, so I love that the vinyl came back because
yeah,
that's where it's at, man. I used to just like listen to the beats and just literally let the record twirl and look at that shit spin while it hits and pop and stuff. Yo, that's nostalgic to me, man. So
yeah,
that's cool that that's coming back. Yeah,
yeah. It's study hip hop and when you think about hip hop was born exactly out of the circumstances that you described, which is there's a need and there's a desire to create and to express yourself, right? But there's a lack of resources or access. But you found a way, even if you had to do it yourself, on the beats, on the recording, on the
absolutely,
design, on the swag, on the lyrics, on the going out and
absolutely.
creating the connections with people. That's amazing, and it's really what hip hop is made out of.
Absolutely. I'm from San Francisco, man. I come from where it's hyphy and other type of music is coming up out of here. We got great artists. I ain't knocking nothing that's coming from over here, bro, because this is where I'm from. I love it. I grew up on it, but I make hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I make boom bap bars. I talk that shit. I got substance. The witty. I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just mix it where I come from. So, I've been shitted on a lot. I've been told, give it up. I've been told this, I've been told that, and I never stopped, man. So like I said, I've been
Yeah.
doing this I picked it up when I was 12. The first time I recorded on a microphone was when I was 13, and I never gave it up. I'm
Wow.
41 now, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's really powerful. Yeah, you know what's really interesting about San Francisco, and if you could explain it to us, um, it's one of the most unique places in the whole country when it comes to hip hop music, to rap music, to urban music, to black music, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. It does its own thing. It has so many types of music that are urban music that were born from right there in San Francisco or the Bay Area, the general
Right.
Bay Area. There's
Right.
so much sound in
Right.
urban music specifically, but then
Yeah.
you're doing boom bap,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting too, right? Because so
It's
many
here though, bro. It's here though,
yeah.
bro. It's
Yeah,
here. We
talk to us
got we
about
got
it.
hieroglyphics. We got souls initiative. It's here, bro. Like they gotta people gotta stop acting like it don't exist here, bro. I'm just another product of it. That's all,
Yeah.
bro. And it's my turn to speak again. You know what I mean? Speak it up. So I'm doing what I'm doing. I love doing this shit, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change for the world. I love hip hop. I love all type of genres, bro. I don't even listen to rap like that, bro. I listen to jazz and a lot of the music that I sample. It's like Korean jazz, Russian
Mm-hmm.
jazz, and stuff I listen to other things, bro. Like I love reggae music. I'm always in the
Mm-hmm.
reggae clubs. I bump that. That's dope. So it's like, you know what I mean? You got to keep your mind creative by doing other things. So when you are doing your art, you're diverse. This city right here is bred for diversity, bro. That's all this
Yeah.
is. So that's when you hear somebody's music, you're never probably gonna get the same thing. Even if somebody is lightweight sounding the same, it's doing something different, bro. I ain't never really seen too many people from the Bay Area like that, besides maybe sounding the same, like doing the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
We different, bro. We
Yeah.
like to do, you know what I mean? We like to do it different. And I'm one of the people that, you know what I'm saying, that's showing you I like to do it different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's really dope. And the fact that you've been doing it for so long, right? You've gone through the different eras of hip hop music and the technology that surrounds it, whether it's tapes and CDs
Yeah,
or the download era, and now
yeah.
the streaming era, right? Can you talk to us about what it was like in the CD era out the trunk of your car? What was that like?
Yeah, I was paying like 800 for 1,050 CDs to go pick them up when they press and put them bitches in the back of my trunk and boom, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I was getting $20 a disc. I was loving it. And
Wow.
but the production was crazy. I was really spending money for my cover. I had it shrink wrap. I don't never play about my art since I've been doing it. I don't play about my art. Like my man still got some of them in the thing. Next time, like I'm gonna send you one actually. I'm gonna send you the
Yeah,
old
brother.
CD. It's CD. I'm gonna send you to you.
I got CD player. I
Yeah.
have a CD collection. Absolutely.
I'm gonna send it to you, bro. Yeah, so yeah, I love this shit, bro. It's the I remember I used to get beats off LimeWire. You remember
Yeah,
LimeWire,
yeah, I
bro?
know about
Yeah,
LimeWire. Yeah,
we was stealing stuff like that, and yeah, I've been doing it that long, bro. Before it was even a thing, and then once I got picked up, actually, which is crazy, I got co-signed by Thiz into this thing right before Mac Dre actually died. I hooked up with two guys from his record label called Star Studded, and then they was dope at the time. That was like one of the biggest things out here. So and they picked up on me. They actually knew my cousin. I was over at my cousin's house chilling, BSing, and dude came through the door, and my cousin was like, "Yo, he rap," and then that's how it started. So start hanging around him, going to the big studios, the what do you call it, Thiz Nation Studios and all that stuff. And then I never got signed to them because things didn't go through. It wasn't no bad blood or anything like that, but I never got
yeah,
signed with them. That's how I came into the game, which is odd because I do not do the hyphy movement. So it's like
yeah,
I love my city, but it wasn't my thing. So I think they knew. And then later on they came down the line. I was with them, and then they introduced me to some other people, and I fit in better with them. And they was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing." And they was respectful of it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. No, that's really dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
That record label ended up being called Born, not Born Felon. That's what stemmed from it, which is mine. It's Good Felon Music. I don't know if you heard of them. That was one of a big labels out here from Mission District area out here. So
Gotcha.
Latin cats was running that, and they picked me up, and they liked what I was doing, so I ran with them for a bunch of years, and then that thing fell apart, and I love good fella music so much, man, that I made stem my own stuff from it. Born fella music, boom, and I've been
Yeah.
doing it ever since. Yeah, so
And Born Felon Music, is that like a label that you created that you've been releasing music under that label for a while now? Or is that
yeah,
kind of new with Miss Jeffrey,
yeah,
Miss Jeffrey son?
around since like 2000, maybe 14 or something, 15, something like that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's been a while.
It's been
It's
a
been a
minute.
while. Yeah, I started it with a couple of members from Good Felons. So they the weeded they self house, did family things or whatever they doing. But
Yeah,
they around. But I'm still repping it, and I'm still keeping it strong for for the team and whatever it's worth. You know what I'm saying? So it's here. Born Felon music. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
here.
Yeah, shout out Born Fella, man. That's dope. Right now, when you take us through like the era of the how you used to make CDs, sell them out the trunk, the San Francisco, Oakland, the Bay, there's a lot of legends, right? People like Too
Right.
Short, E40, that, they were really doing that. That's how they did it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That whole part of the United States, but really especially California, really kind of did that game to another level. But now we moved into like the streaming era,
Right.
and now we're moving into like the AI era, right?
Right.
Where like, it can mimic people's voices and create
Crazy.
create things, like,
Crazy.
right? Being in San Francisco, you're kind of in the hub of technology and AI. Can you share some of your thoughts as a creative, as a person that raps, produces, records, your thoughts on where the technology is now, how it impacts, how it's impacting music? Does it impact you at all? What are your thoughts on it?
I hatefully love it. I love that what you can do with it, and I hate what you can do with it. There's so
Yeah,
much good you can do with it. It's so much terrible you can do with it. So it's a thin line with it. I use it a little bit. You know what I mean? I use Chat GPT. You know what I mean? Here, there to do some things and whatever. But yeah, I'll never get too far into it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't think, in the long run, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I
yeah,
think that we need to get back to the old school thing that we're doing, like this vinyl and selling these CDs and all this
yeah,
shit again. Like vinyl last year is up over 1 billion sales.
yeah. Vinyl's
You know what I'm
back.
saying?
Vinyl's
Vinyl is
back.
back, baby. Vinyl is
Yeah,
back. Y'all better get with it. Vinyl is back. I don't know what
yeah,
y'all doing. I know that the real top hats and I know that the people that's real hip hop, they know what that vinyl do.
yeah,
Y'all better quit playing and giving your music to these machines, man. Give it to the DJ. They're gonna do you right.
yeah, yeah. That's good. Yeah, analog, like the sound, the groove and the wax, that's the highest quality sound that you can actually get. So if you've got the right equipment,
Absolutely.
you're not going to get a more pure sound than that. Also, when you own something, it's yours. Right now, if somebody goes and they pull the stuff down off of Spotify, or you don't pay, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
for whatever reason, something happened, you know what I'm saying,
Jesus.
and you
Lord
lose access.
forbid you
But
don't
when you,
pay.
yeah, it's yours, it's yours.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't
So
take vinyl away, bro. They
yeah,
can take that
I'm a big
Spotify down.
fan.
They
Yeah, I'm
can
a big
take that
fan of vinyl.
Spotify down. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a fan of vinyl. I'm a fan of physical media in general, whether it's
absolutely.
DVDs, Blu-rays, your own video games. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
whatever it is.
That's dope that you said that. I own a
Yeah.
video game company. It's
I
called
wanted that. Yeah,
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
the rare joint.
Yes,
Talk to
sir.
us about your video game company.
So I've been doing that for a minute, man. It's a nonprofit. What y'all can do is, if you want to support me, man, you just go in there and buy my merch or whatever the hell. I ran out of merch. I actually let my son run it, but he runs my promo page for this too. So he's like he's doing this more. So, but me and him, I started it. I did a poor man's, and then I did copyright it the right way. But we played video games a lot, and we had a subscription on or whatever you call that online, and we had like 3,000 followers for a while, man, on Twitch or whatever when he was
Yeah,
younger. So people was requesting us to do it. So I had made that video game company, and it's just profit, bro. What you do is I tell you to send in your videos. I'll post it, bro, free of charge, bro. You
yeah,
want to support me? Buy something. You don't want to support me? Fine, bro. I'm not tripping. I want your
right.
content to get out. So many people want it to be about $1, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
let you know what I mean. You gotta let some people live, bro. Some people are
yeah,
great, bro, and they just don't have it to push themselves, bro, with the
right.
money aspect. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I do things like that. Like
that's
I've
beautiful.
I pushed no non-profits in my city. Stop the violence. One of my peoples got killed in the city, and me and HT, that's one of my best friends. We did the stop the violence, and the city actually funded us, and we do like 2 events. And people came out with vendors and all that stuff. We had a sound permit, but they pulled it last minute, so we didn't get to have the people perform. But it was cool. They still had the little music and stuff. They let us do it once again a year, and it went so well that we ended up getting funded from the Tenderloin in San Francisco to run an AAU basketball team. And I ended up doing that for 2 years, man. I coached kids for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you
Wow.
got to give back to the community, bro. You know what I mean? It's just not being just about being out here and repping your city. You got to try to give back. I tore the city up, you know what I mean? I've done my
Yeah,
little dirt, and I'm trying to give back too. I've done
that's
more
beautiful.
right than wrong, but you know what I'm saying? For surely the wrong been there. You
Yeah,
got to, you know what I mean?
absolutely. Yeah, there comes a point in life where you got to be the statesman. You know what I'm saying? The elder statesman. You can't run the streets forever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can, but it ain't gonna end
Man.
right. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's too much. It's too much foolishness out here right now, man. You need as much positivity as you can get right now,
Yeah,
and that's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
that's dope.
I speak my pain and anger and all that shit through my music, bro. You hear it through that, you know what I'm saying? I used to actually be hands on and doing that shit, then go to the studio and talk about it. But shit, comes a time, you know what I mean? I got kids, and man, it's different ball game now, brother.
Yeah,
Different,
absolutely,
different
bro.
ball game.
Absolutely. You know, for the people who are into gaming, what's the site so they can go check out your page and
Um,
see the other aspect of Blix?
the site is actually in my bio. You just click it, and I got a page from I'm running it from. So anytime you want times 40 clothing line, which if you go on to about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go check it out, man. I'm telling you, the store is crazy, bro. Go check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the times 40 also. So is all of that your merch?
Yes. All of it's
That's
me,
dope.
all it's my creations, all that. I did it all.
That's dope. That's really, really dope. And do you still actively game?
Of course, I got the game right here.
You ready to go? Oh,
You
there
know
it
what I'm
is.
saying? $150 controller. You know what I'm saying? When you pay $150, things is magnetized. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game out here. You know what I mean?
That's a
I'm
whole
a,
other
I'm
level
I'm a, I'm
controller.
an Xbox kid for life, man.
Yeah, yeah. So with the debate, when people are like PlayStation and Xbox, it's like Xbox for you.
I play both. I always shit on PlayStation though because I play
Me too.
both.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
love
gonna
me
play
some
both. I got
Xbox.
literally if I show you, I got both consoles right here in my face,
Yeah,
PlayStation and the Xbox. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
my
yeah,
legacy is on Xbox. So Xbox.
yeah, yeah. And what's your main game or games right now?
um, I just play 2K or I play Call of Duty, but I ain't really been on the games. I just started getting back to it, like maybe like a week or two ago, because I'm doing a lot of promos, so I got a little time on my hands. But yeah, I just been in the studio and working, bro.
Grinding. Yeah,
Like I service fire escapes for a living and I rap, you know what I mean? So any nigga,
Yeah,
all you niggas who be acting like y'all just be out here getting it out the mud, y'all perfect, man. Yeah, I make good money, nigga, climbing fire escapes and taking pictures. Nigga ain't got no shame in this shit, nigga. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So, and
absolutely.
you know what I mean? Like, keep it real with yourself and you'll go a lot further, bro.
That's
That's
good.
all it is. Yeah.
That's good. And you know, being a person that has a lot of experience in the gaming world, but also, you know, in hip hop, are there
Mhm.
any parallels that you find interesting? Like, you know, as a in the gaming world, it's competitive like this, and in hip hop, it's competitive like this. Is there anything that like the game's kind of the same between those two
Nah,
sectors?
it's different. It's different. It's a video game world and it's rap business. But people, the merging is crazy how people do it and use the TikTok to, you know what I mean, feed people into it. That's dope. You know what I mean? However, you know
Yeah,
what I mean, however you do it. But it's two different worlds, bro. So when you merge them, that's why it's that great.
yeah,
That's why it's that great because it's two different things that you putting together and it's meshing together great. You know what I mean? It worked. So
that's dope.
yeah.
That's dope. And then I want to make sure that people know where to go for your merch, right? What's the website and what do they find on, you know, the 40 times?
Oh, so times 40 clothing is gonna be found in that store that's in my link, which was the BLICX was their clothing store. So
Yeah.
right now I got t-shirts, I got hoodies, alternate colors. Yeah. Right now I think I got black and white. I'm gonna drop some more colors soon. All I can just tell you is go check the link, bro. It's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff on there, bro. Yeah. It's
And
a
does
lot of
does
good
that
items
mean
on there.
something times 40?
Times 40 was randomly thought of. I just needed something that was dope. I had Colosso before being me and my man's HT. We had this thing called Colosso. It was going big, like so. I do silk screen, all that stuff. Like I said, anything I
Yeah.
do, I make sure that it's quality. So like it was going big, but we didn't we didn't think to get it patent. So as we moving along, we getting super bad back stocked up and with terrible things like that. People ordering too much, and then we look and it's colossal tools, colossal this, colossal that. Cause then we're like, we can't use that. We're gonna get sued using that. But we're like blowing up. We're literally blowing up with the colossal stuff. And we had to drop it, bro. It was a sad time, but that
Wow.
yeah, that stemmed us from falling back, and then I just didn't give it up. In my spare time I just worked on stuff, and then boom, times 40 came about. You know what I mean? I,
Yeah.
I, I came up with it myself, but times 40 is it's a thing. And I had my first. I have a sweater that I made out of felt. It took me like 7 hours to make because I hand make stuff. I'm
Wow.
actually good with art. So I had took the felt, I drew some on the on paper first, and then I just looked at it and then copied it with felt, just cut it out. So it's a Mickey Mouse with the head cut off, and he's holding it with the knife in his hand, but it's like carrot juice, and the head was like the sun, and the theme was called "Who Killed the Sun." So I had that up under, it was dope. It was fire. I still have it, but I wish I could show y'all, man. It was just it's
Yo, cause you
great
that's
piece of
crazy
artwork.
because Star Coleman makes dope clothes too.
Yeah, he
Y'all
does.
got y'all got that.
Yeah,
Y'all
he
got a
does.
lot of connection.
He paints dope. I never got into painting that good. What I do know how to paint is shoes. I worked on, messed up tons of shoes to learn how to make shoes. But painting on clothes with like acrylic and all that, I never really got into that. But he's fired with that though. He
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
busy with yeah, he's all right with that. Yeah. I
yeah,
told him,
yeah,
I'm like, yeah, yeah. Anybody who can like keep a steady hand on an acrylic and make it, because you can mess up easy with the paint, man. But paint
yeah,
is cool because you can like you paint over something as long as you know what you can do, and you can put some layers on it and fix it. So
yeah.
paint is good because it's a cheat code a little bit. It's dope.
So, Blix, you got the Miss Jeffrey's Son project dropping in a couple of weeks. You're promoting it
Yes,
right
sir.
now. New
Yes, sir.
video, Mona Lisa just dropped. But in addition to that, you've got a deep discography. You got albums like Gentlemen Wear Masks 2, The
Yeah,
Contraband,
yeah,
The BLICX Show. You know,
yeah.
if you had to point people to like one or two projects, you know, be like, yo, start right to, if you're discovering me, if you're discovering BLICX, you know, start at these projects right now to as your starting point. What project would you point them to?
I would tell you to start from the bottom of BLICX to now, and then go back and listen to Stack Paper, however you want to listen to it. Because I was a wild animal when I was a Stack Paper. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The
Was there like, is
bars.
there like a difference in
Yeah,
flow?
I'm more chill now. Like it's more, I'm more chill now. Like you know what I mean. You can hear the maturity in me now. Like back then, I was actually still outside running pavement. So yeah, yeah. You can really feel it in them songs. So yeah, I would tell you to do that.
That's dope. That's dope. That's great. And I want to make sure that people know where to find you online. You're active on YouTube. You're active on
Yep,
Instagram. What are the right
yep,
places?
yep. On Instagram, you can find me at I am Blix. On Threads at I am Blix. On what's that? On TikTok at I am Blix. I don't do X or Twitter or whatever that is. YouTube, just type in Blix, BLICX. You'll find me.
Yeah.
Facebook, I don't know how to change it. It won't let me change it, but I think it's like Blix BFM or something wild like that on Facebook. If you're looking for me on Facebook, yeah.
That's dope. That's dope, my brother. Blix, congratulations on the new
I
video.
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, brother, the joint is dope,
Yeah,
right? You came together with the concept of doing it in the Smash Room and shooting it right there in San Francisco.
yeah,
Starve with the editing.
yeah,
Congratulations on the new album, on Portier Music, Born
yeah,
Feather Music, on the
yeah,
vinyl. Not everybody
yeah,
dropping vinyl. You dropping that vinyl, and on your
yeah,
incredible career, my bro, because it
yeah.
goes deep.
Yeah, I'm flying out to Colorado July 18th. I'm doing the festival out there. It's gonna be dope, real big. I'm headlining with Sid and Jay Vengeance. It's gonna be a thing. We got a lot of things going on, bro. Big things going
Dope.
on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
y'all just stay tuned in, man. Y'all stay tuned
Hey,
in
that's
to
some
48 Music.
heavyweights,
And
man. Sidney
one more
Poitier.
time to Shaq Fu Radio, man. Y'all gotta sit and No Whack Shit Radio. Y'all go tap in with my man DJ Mega, man. No Whack Shit Radio. He's
Yeah.
streaming. It's every day, and it's just what it says. No whack shit. Boom, just like
Boom.
that, bro. Everything you hear is gonna be fire.
That's so dope. That's so dope. My brother, it's been an honor to build with you. Congratulations on the new album,
Yes, sir.
right? Miss Jeffrey's Son. What a beautiful name for an album. So deep, so many people you know, can relate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mona Lisa video dropped last night. It's still
Yeah.
fresh. And your body of work. Look up BLICX.
You look, man. I appreciate you, Chris.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. We'll build soon. I see you in LA.
See you soon, G.
Peace, my brother. Peace.
One.